The great pain of narcissists when they find out you no longer want them. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Let's start things off by spreading some positivity. Give that thumbs up button a tap below to show your support for the content. Today, let's delve into a critical topic. The moment when a narcissist is the one rejected and suddenly you find yourself no longer desiring them. Remember those times when you were utterly smitten with them? You were utterly captivated, willing to go to great lengths for their sake. But now, things have shifted. You're here because that once burning passion has dwindled. It's a blow to their ego, a stark realization that you've moved from adoration to apathy. Your newfound indifference. It strikes at the very core of their emotional being. They sense the change in your demeanor, and it unsettles them deeply. They're like emotional vampires, feeding off your reactions for their own satisfaction. So when they sense a change in your mood, it hits them hard. They realize that things aren't the same as before. Once, they thrived on your approval, but now its absence leaves them feeling lost and uneasy. They're ungrateful. They took you for granted, assuming anyone could fill the void you left. Even if you gave them everything, it would never be enough because their craving for admiration knows no bounds. They thrive on attention and validation, especially from you, yet they give nothing in return. They demand constant ego stroking, but it's all a facade. Their accomplishments lack substance. They strut around, pretending superiority, yet their actions rarely match their words. They yearn for validation of their shallow achievements, but it's best not to indulge their charade. Their bottomless void can never be filled, so instead of pretending not to care, it's best to cut ties completely. Don't let them benefit from your presence when they offer nothing in return. They're not worth the investment of your time or energy. They simply don't merit a place in your life. Their sole desire is for you to dote on them, yet they lack the capacity to reciprocate. They may feign concern, but beneath the surface, it's all self-serving. In their self-absorbed universe, they reign supreme, viewing others merely as tools for their gratification. Ignoring them is their kryptonite because they rely on external validation to prop up their fragile self-esteem. They are incapable of finding validation within. They're akin to a gaping void, incessantly craving attention and approval due to their inherent lack of self-worth. Their persona is a facade, easily shattered without the constant reinforcement from others. They're fixated on their outward image, perpetually seeking affirmation, even from the most trivial gestures. Yet, no amount of attention suffices. They swiftly grow disillusioned in relationships, perpetually chasing after the next source of ego-boosting validation. They're perpetually in pursuit of something to fill the void, yet they'll never find lasting contentment. Perhaps you've already discerned this pattern. Initially, you offered them something that piqued their interest, thereby ensnaring them. However, with time, that initial allure wanes. You can't diminish your efforts, nor can you maintain the same level of engagement, for they incessantly demand more. It's akin to an addiction, each subsequent dose needing to be greater to satisfy their insatiable craving. No matter what you do, it will never suffice. They incessantly yearn for more, perpetually expecting greater returns than they're willing to invest. Interacting with them often feels like you're playing the role of a caretaker, as they seem utterly reliant on others for their needs. They resemble children trapped within adult bodies, lacking the ability to fend for themselves. However, the irony lies in the fact that no matter how much effort you invest in aiding them, appreciation remains elusive. They rarely acknowledge your efforts, as their focus is fixated on what they perceive as lacking rather than the support provided. There exists within them an insatiable void, an emptiness that perpetually hungers for more. Yet, tragically, no amount of external fulfillment can satiate their ceaseless cravings. This perpetual yearning renders them perpetually discontent, relentlessly pursuing external sources to assuage their inner turmoil. Consequently, it's prudent to maintain a distance from them, for they have a propensity to drag others into their abyss of neediness, unable to stand on their own. Even in possession of all conceivable comforts, a loving relationship, a supportive family, a stable home, their craving remains insatiable. Conversely, there exist individuals with far fewer material possessions who exude greater contentment and appreciation for life's blessings. However, severing ties with a narcissist initiates a transformative process. As you ascend, they inevitably descend. It's a testament to their dependence on you, a reliance that you never reciprocated. You existed independently of their influence, their presence merely impeding your progress. Nonetheless, their ingratitude persists, a stark reminder of their inherent self-absorption. They resemble empty vessels, perpetually extracting without replenishing. Bereft of inner worth, they persist in siphoning from others, trapped in a cycle of relentless depletion. It's as if they're devoid of substance, scrambling to fill their void with whatever they can seize from you. Yet, it's a ruse, a ploy designed to ensnare you in their web of manipulation. This pattern is immutable. They'll forever hunger for more, incapable of fostering positivity from within. Their sole expertise lies in manipulation. Any semblance of generosity is but a facade, a guise crafted to exploit your goodwill. Approaching you only to extract, they offer nothing in return. Even apparent acts of benevolence are calculated moves in their intricate game. They function as mirrors, reflecting back your desires to exploit your vulnerabilities. Each encounter leaves you depleted, drained of resources irretrievable. Their presence isn't motivated by genuine concern for you. Rather, they seek transient surrogates to assuage their inner emptiness. Yet, regardless of your offerings, satisfaction remains elusive. Engaging with them risks your own destruction, for they are akin to abysses, eternally craving more to satiate their insatiable void. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this content insightful, consider expressing your support by liking, sharing your feedback in the comments, and subscribing for future updates. Until next time, take care.